représentant de l'Indonésie.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Mr. President, we thank Special Envoy Gerd Pedersen and Ms. Noura Ghazi for their briefings. As mentioned by the Special Envoy, the current situation in Syria is indeed very challenging, with the socio-economic impacts of COVID-19 and the prolonged humanitarian condition due to the Syrian crisis. Clearly, there is no magic bullet in solving all of these challenges overnight. Strong commitment from the Syrian parties to remain engaged in a constructive dialogue is imperative as part of the step-by-step efforts in addressing various issues in Syria. And respecting a nationwide ceasefire is key to be able to sustain calm throughout Syria. My delegation reaffirms the importance to implement a Syrian-led and Syrian-owned political process facilitated by the United Nations in line with Resolution 2254, and that a broader process should respect and ultimately restore Syrian sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity. Mr. President, I wish to particularly focus on the following points. First, the Syrian people need tangible progress on the ground, from ensuring the delivery of humanitarian assistance to all people in need to enhancing the capacities of laboratories and testing kits of COVID-19, and from maintaining the ceasefire agreement to securing significant release of detainees, abductees, and missing persons. We urge all relevant parties to step up their efforts in this regard. Second, the agreed agenda of the Constitutional Committee must be respected by all Syrian parties. We are pleased that the agenda has been agreed upon and that it will serve as the basis of the next round of the committee's meeting to be held in Geneva, once international travel allows. As mentioned by Special Envoy Pedersen, we are also hopeful that the third session would be able to take place in the end of August. We are all aware that this is only the beginning of the process. However, this is a crucial step in order to advance to the next stage of the political track. And only with a constructive and substantive discussion based on trust and confidence among its members, then would the committee be able to reach its objective. Despite the fact that the problems being faced by the Syrian cannot be solely addressed by this discussion, as highlighted by Special Envoy, we should spare no effort in capitalizing all positive available momentum to open up every possible opportunity in ending the sufferings of the Syrian people. Third, the international community should work together, assist the Syrians to survive the dire economic situation. While Syria's currency has plunged and prices of essential goods are increasing, the Syrian people is now facing food insecurity, and major humanitarian needs are increasing across all sectors. The COVID-19 mitigation measures are also challenged in this particular condition. My delegation shares the Secretary General's call for the waiver of sanctions that can undermine the capacity of countries in ensuring access to food, health, and medical supplies in responding to the pandemic. After all, Mr. President, we must not lose faith in humanity. Mr. President, the risk of escalation in some areas in Syria is high, as reported by the Special Envoy. Indonesia urges all key parties to cease violence and avoid unnecessary actions that would put the Syrian people into a more dangerous situation. To conclude, Mr. President, I wish to reiterate my delegation's strong support to Special Envoy Pedersen's good offices in facilitating discussions among relevant stakeholders to implement Resolution 2254 and to give peace a chance in Syria. Je vous remercie, Monsieur le Président.
Je remercie le représentant de l'Indonésie pour sa déclaration et je donne à présent la parole au représentant de la Belgique.